Story 1. She cheated on me, and I don't feel anything. I'm a 23-year-old male. This is my first relationship. We were together for a little more than a year. She was my first, for pretty much everything. I've always had some concerns and insecurities regarding the way she acted around other people. Her and her sister told me that flirting like that was normal. I wish I had listened to myself more. She cheated on me frequently. Deep down, I always knew. I was just naive and never felt so connected to someone. At first it was great, but as things went on it was apparent that she was cheating. I was given definitive proof. I'm disappointed in myself for being unable to come to terms with it, even though I always knew. I don't understand how someone could do such a thing. She intentionally destroyed my career and got me fired purely on allegations. The power that women hold in that sense is something I wasn't aware of. I can't get a job anymore. Nobody will hire me. I'll be gone by the end of this summer. Story 2. She cheated and wants to meet. So my ex-GF cheated, and I stupidly let her off. She became all perfect, but then her colors came out again, so I dumped her. But I left some important items at her house. After a couple of weeks, she has reached out to say now time has passed, let's meet up to handover. Then I get the I still love you texts, and I miss you. Usual stuff. I agree to meet her next week as I really do need this stuff. Anyway, I checked her Facebook, and the guy she cheated on me with is liking her profile pictures. We're not friends on Facebook, and I can't like her profile picture. So she has added him back, and he's liked it. Now here's the thing. She specifically told me she would block him when she cheated. She did, but then unblocked him after an argument, so I dumped her. He's nothing, and you don't ever have to worry about him. All I ever wanted was you blah blah. Well, he's still sniffing, and her narcissistic personality is loving it. Story 3. Walked in on my boyfriend's sleeping with my 20-year-old coworker. I met my boyfriend of 3 months at work. We work in different departments. I've been having this feeling about this girl and brought it up. He denied and kept getting mad at me for even bringing it up. We were supposed to have dinner at 6 last night, but I ended up walking in on them naked. The girl then starts laughing and tells me hi. I ran out, drove home, and blocked him off everything. I have to see them both at work Sunday. I have never trusted someone so much and been so blinded. I will never date a coworker again or anyone. I'm still hurt. Story 4. Girlfriend of 4 years cheated with my friend. This happened a few months ago. My girlfriend cheated in our apartment while I was asleep in our bedroom. It started when summer was just beginning, and we wanted friends over to our apartment to hang out and have some drinks and bonfires and just have fun. By chance, I was picking up food for the both of us when all of my childhood best friends, about 6 guys, showed up together to where I was picking up the food. I was excited to see them all, and it was a Friday night, and I invited all of them back to our apartment to have a bonfire and hang out. They all accepted, and that night was one of the best nights I had had in a long while. This began to be an event we had every weekend, and we were all loving it. My girlfriend has always been too touchy when she has been drinking, but she had always assured me she would never ever cheat, and that she despised cheaters, so I wasn't too concerned when she was talking to my friends and getting a little close, because I had absolute trust in her. One of my friends had recently gotten out a long relationship, and he was a lonely person. They had some things in common, and that would keep them talking through most of the night. One thing they bonded over was they had both lost an uncle that they had cared about. She called it trauma bonding. Fast forward a few weeks, and we're still having the get-togethers. We partied until about 6 a.m., and I decided to smoke some green with a few friends, and that ended up putting me right to bed. I passed out on our couch, and I woke up in our bedroom around noon pretty hungover. I got up because my girlfriend wasn't with me in bed, and I walked out to the living room, and it was just the two of them. They were both fully clothed and listening to music. I sat down next to her for a minute before I suggest that we get to bed. As soon as we laid down, she started crying softly, and she said, "I love you." Instantly, I knew something had happened. She told me they got really drunk and he kissed her, but it was nothing more than that. I was angry, and I wanted so badly to do something, but she begged me to not be mad at him or to hurt him, so I obliged. I bottled my anger, and I drove him home. I felt off all day, and I had asked her multiple times if anything else had happened, and she assured me every time that nothing else did. The next night, I was working the graveyard shift, and my girlfriend went out to the bar with the same people. I felt insecure leaving her around him, so I left work to go to that bar. She flipped on me, calling me a bee and telling me that I didn't trust her, and that I only left work to babysit her. One of my friends told me that he saw her phone, that she messaged her sister admitting that she actually did cheat. I left the bar in anger, but eventually I got her to go back to our apartment where I gave her an ultimatum. Either you tell me the truth right now, or I leave. I never thought for a second that she had actually had sex with him because I had absolute trust in her. When presented with the ultimatum, she said, "If I tell you, then you'll leave me," and right at that second I knew. I packed some suitcases and drove to my mom's where I broke down. I tried to message the friend that did this, and all I asked him was why. He then blocked me on everything. Still currently staying at my mom's, but I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Story 5. Wife tried cheating, and I'm numb. I don't quite have the words to describe what has happened. Almost 15 years we have been married with 3 kids. My doctor in April put me on a medication that caused me severe depression. About 4 weeks and he took me off of it. April 19th is the day my wife started heavily flirting and sexting a guy on Facebook Messenger. I didn't find out until May 6th, only by pure accident. I finally was coming around, and we decided to take our dog for a walk by the river. Dog got away from her and ran into the river. She threw me her phone and went after her. I put it in my pocket. Seconds later, it started vibrating in my pocket. Opened to clear it and saw the messages. I about lost my freedom that day. But here, she was trying to meet up with him. I kept taking days off because of my depression, so I probably screwed their plans up. She was texting this guy while I was right beside her, at the dining room table, in bed, sitting on the couch. She would stay up late on the phone with him, then complain to me the next day she couldn't sleep. In past relationships, I'd just up and leave with the clothes on my back and start over. But I'm 41 years old now. Honestly, I don't feel like dating anymore. It always ends the same. I'm just cold now. I called her out on all her bull and put her on blast to everyone. Hell, her parents are on my side. They haven't talked to her since. I just don't know what to do. I'm so sick of getting beaten with this bull.